What's good? Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua 2 happens tomorrow in Saudi Arabia. Guys, gonna happen early, so set your clocks early. I think here in Cali it's gonna start around 11 or 12. I think the card starts at 9, but there's a lot of fights on that card. Povetkin's fighting, Dillian White, Maurice Wash, bunch of heavyweights, but I'm really only interested in the main event, of course. Andy Ruiz gonna defend his title, man. Who would have thunk it the first time, man? But did that fight bring a lot of happiness into a lot of people's lives? But I watched this fight again yesterday, I think, for the first time. I rewatched it yesterday, for the first time, and I gotta say, I think Ruiz did even better this time I watched it. I had him losing the first 2 rounds the first time I watched it, and then I think this fight, he was controlling the pace, he was backing up Joshua, he was jabbing, he was landing more, he was counter-punching. I think Joshua really had a lot of problems with the speed, with his combinations, something you don't really see in the heavyweight division, and something that I don't think he had ever faced before, especially the speed. But combination punching like the one Ruiz did in that fight isn't really common amongst heavyweights. So you could say Joshua has said that Ruiz has landed a lucky punch, or that punch came from God, and of course it came from God. But that was no lucky punch, man. That was no lucky punch. If anything, Joshua landed a lucky punch against Andy Ruiz, because that was all Joshua did that fight. He went for the kill. He threw a little sneaky right hand, and then that left hook, uppercut, left hook combination dropped Ruiz. He landed a nice right hand after that probably would have dropped the lesser man, knocked him out. But Ruiz came back with that left hook and then bounced on him, man, like a predator. Those combinations, AJ's high guard prompted Andy Ruiz to throw these looping shots, these hooks to the head, and these body shots. Even from the first couple rounds, you could see Andy Ruiz jabbing and then throwing that right hand to the body, or that left hook to the body. He was hitting Joshua a lot to the body, and that was also the key. Joshua's got a jab. Joshua's got a stick and move. I'm not the first man to have said this. He's got to throw a hard jab. He's got to back Ruiz up. He can't let Ruiz get in. He can't let Ruiz get in mid-range or get in close. He's got a longer reach than Ruiz. But Ruiz is so fast and he jabs in. That's how Mike Tyson was able to get into bigger heavyweights. Mike Tyson was shorter than Ruiz, and he got into heavyweights because of his jab, because of his speed, because of his combination punches. In that way, Andy Ruiz is Tyson-esque because he's so fast. And a fast heavyweight is a dangerous heavyweight, because every heavyweight has power, but not every heavyweight is as fast as Andy Ruiz. Now, we know what Anthony Joshua has to do. Can he implement it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Andy Ruiz has his number. I think this type of style will always give Joshua trouble. I hope that this loss doesn't discourage AJ too much, that he stops fighting. I don't know, a lot of his tweets or a lot of his statements getting in beefs with Lennox Lewis since losing this fight kind of makes me think that he's not into the sport anymore. I don't mean to be an armchair psychologist around here like a lot of boxing fans are, but maybe his head's not in the game as much as it was before. He still has the deepest resume in the heavyweight division. Klitschko, Takam, Povetkin, Parker. He has the deepest resume. Dillian White landed his first loss, dude. I hope he keeps fighting. I still think he would beat Wilder if his head's still in the game. So I hope this loss tomorrow against Ruiz. I think Ruiz will win. by, let's say, I think he's gonna knock him out again. Same round, 7th round. I think it'll be a repeat exactly. But I hope AJ keeps fighting. I still want to see him fight the best guys. I still want to see a rematch against Dillian White. Wilder fight would still be huge. Tyson Fury in England. Let's do it. And then Ruiz is talking about unification with Wilder. That's the easiest fight to be made. Joshua and Wilder were both ducking and diving each other. That's not going to happen with Andy Ruiz. I do think Wilder knocks out Andy Ruiz, but it's a pick'em within these heavyweights. I think Ruiz beats Tyson Fury. I think Fury beats Wilder and Joshua. I think Joshua beats Wilder. I think Wilder beats Andy Ruiz. These guys gotta fight. Thanks everybody for watching. Who are you picking tomorrow? Peace.